What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Run Disney 101. I'm your host, Lake Sprinkle, joined today with my wife, Katie. And our dog Walt is also presently on her lap. But this is going to be a pretty quick video. We are currently at the 60-day mark from Wine and Dine.
Well, the Wine and Dine half marathon. The whole weekend 60-day mark was like 2 days ago.
Yeah, and by the time this goes out, it'll
like
be a couple less days. Yeah. But we just kind of wanted to talk about the things we're excited about for the weekend and kind of talk about where you should be at now. First off, D23 was just a few weeks ago, and they had the actual physical medals there.
Oh, yeah.
We had a friend there who was able to send us some pics, so you'll be able to see those over our faces here. And they look pretty cool. They're all pretty decent size.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
They're so different. I feel like they're different than the medals we've seen before with some of the shapes and the concepts, so I think they're going to be really cool.
Yeah, and the 3 Caballeros, like the Mexican Pavilion medal for the challenge, is huge.
And it's been a couple of years that they've done this now, but I love it. They've really been using the different kinds of metals. So like rose gold is a super popular kind of tint right now, but they've also been doing some other like bronze and copper type things, and they're doing that again this year. So I just love how different they are.
Yeah, the medals are so cool, and the half medal is awesome. I love that little patriotic Mickey with the apple pie.
The colors are pretty on that one. They all go well together. So that's exciting. Yes.
Yeah. So, you should know where you're at with your training. I'm not your coach, so I don't have
different for everyone.
Any stake in that for you. I can't tell you where you should be. Just follow your plan.
Yep.
Or do your best to.
And no, we're about 60 days out. If you've fallen behind in your training, if you've had some stumbling blocks, which almost everyone does during their training, you still have time. Don't just stop running and then show up at the half marathon. It's probably better to keep doing something until you get there, unless you are injured. Then go to your doctor. Don't completely give up. I mean, we've had stumbling blocks. We've been on vacation. We've had our gym closed. We've had several things happen, but I'm still feeling pretty confident.
Then you should probably have an idea of what you're going to be wearing. You want to make sure that you have a couple runs in your race clothes so you know that you'll be ready in whatever weather. You'll be able to check out our weather video that we also just did.
To think about all the different weather contingencies that you may have to deal with. And Wine and Dine is a weekend where you could really experience all three. It could be hot, it could be cold, and it could be rainy. So that's definitely one you'll want to think about. Start trying out those different clothes, doing some runs in them, so that you have enough time to change things up as it's needed.
Yep, absolutely. We are also within all of the time restrictions for different reservations and fast passes, if you're staying on property, that is. If you are not staying on property or a good neighbor, you gotta wait like another 28 days.
It's 30
to
days
make your fast
out.
passes.
If you have tickets, it's 30 days out. Or if you're a pass holder and you're not staying on property, it's 30 days out. You can, however, go ahead and make any dining reservations that you want to make, because that is 6 months. So I'm sure there's still plenty of availability for places. A good thing to note, dining reservation-wise, is if you want to make a dining reservation in Epcot during that kind of flex period before when we can get into the after party at 5, in between Epcot closing, restaurants will still be open, and you don't have to have a otherwise valid park ticket to make a dining reservation. You can make them anywhere.
Yep. So that gives you a lot of great options for dinner, especially if you're not people who typically get park tickets when they come down for the races.
Mm-hmm. So our plan, even though we do have park tickets, we are going to be doing the weekend with some people who may not get park tickets, and we know that after a half marathon, probably we won't feel like standing at the food and wine stands enough times to actually satisfy our running hunger. So we're going to have dinner first, and then we'll hit the food and wine stands.
Yep. We don't have a course yet, unfortunately. We are awaiting to see if it's going to be a similar course to last year or if they'll mix it up. I really don't know. There's all kinds of speculation. But we should find out here in about a month, I believe.
Yeah. So there are a couple of things that could cause changes the construction at Hollywood being complete can cause some changes compared to what they might have had to divert last year. And then the new construction at Epcot may cause some changes. I'm not sure how far into those backstage areas the construction goes. And backstage areas are a big part of the old race course. So that'll be interesting to see.
Other than that, I am excited for the expo. I'm excited to see all the different themed merch that we get this year. I love the themes already, so we should get some cool things.
Right. Well, and the merch that have they released merch on the website, or is it just the images?
You can see the images of the pre-sale stuff.
Okay. I thought they had. The pre-sale stuff, a lot of it I really like, and that usually is kind of a glimmer of what the full merch will look like. So I'm really excited. I accidentally decimated one of our old Wine and Dine Tervis water bottles, so I'm hoping that that's really cute this year. It broke my heart. It was my favorite designed water bottle.
Yep, it was last year's Wine and Dine Tervis. She destroyed it at Wilderness Lodge.
I dropped it in a bathroom and it was full of water and it scared the bejesus out of me and the person in the stall next to me. It was a hilarious story. I'm also excited for the expo. I've gotten a lot more into running and like actual training and trying to like improve. And then I've also gotten into some other types of exercise. So I'm kind of excited to go to the expo and look at maybe some companies or some products that I haven't looked at before that I may like actually want to use or try out now.
Yeah, the expo is a great place to, discover your next favorite pair of running shoes or maybe a new brand of running clothes that you didn't even know was out there. Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff there. Definitely check it out and talk to the different representatives at the booth. They'll be happy to let you try stuff on or give you recommendations.
So the expo is always fun, and I think this year we actually have like gotten our work schedules and stuff and days off to a point where we'll actually have like enough time to really enjoy the expo and not have to like get in and out and go to bed and that type of thing. So it's going to be actually like a little mini vacation too. Like we've actually set it up to where it's like time off work.
Yep.
Hotel, we have friends, we have reservations. It's not kind of just a quick weekend trip. So I'm very excited about that.
I am very excited as well.
Yes. So if you're traveling a little further than we have to travel, make sure your travel arrangements are set, make sure your hotel is set, time off work, make sure that's okay, all those fun things.
I'm excited too for where we're staying. We're in the cabins at Fort Wilderness.
That's a new one for us. So we've camped before races before, and usually it's like great. Yeah. The only like kind of unknown with tent camping is like if you do get rained on, and then sometimes noise can keep you awake. Yeah. When you're trying to sleep, or sometimes heat. Usually that's okay at night during these points of the year. The heat's not too bad at nighttime. But we've never stayed in a cabin before. Have you stayed in a cabin before?
I have not been in the cabins before.
No, so I'm very excited. We're staying with some friends. I'm excited to have like literally a full kitchen. Yeah. To do like morning, race time prep and breakfast, and then we can also kind of do some meals there too, which will be really nice. So that'll be a fun new experience. Plus, we love Fort Wilderness, and it's been a while since we've stayed there, so.
Yeah, it really has. It's been like a year, I think.
Yeah, and we'll be hitting up Trails End Buffet for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Actually, the last time we did a race with our friend who's going with us, we stayed at Fort Wilderness.
Yes, we did.
So that was fun. The other thing to think about too is kind of developing like your race day plan. This may not be applicable to you or not. If you are anxious about the race or if you just have an anxious personality in general, which I do, I like to kind of think through the race and what's going to happen and plan out like what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. So like plan out what I'm going to wear, and I visualize, okay, I'm waking up, this is what I'm putting on, getting on the bus, waiting forever in the corrals, and then like, running each mile and plan out like when I'm going to take my nutrition, water stops. I kind of start visualizing it, and it helps me calm down leading up to the race, and also helps me get excited. Like I think about all the fun things that you see on the course, all the things to look forward to, those moments that I've had in the past where I felt like very victorious. I start thinking about them during my training runs. It kind of gives you a little boost if you're in a rut or if you're feeling a little worn down by the training.
Yeah, absolutely.
If this is your first time doing a 10K, a half, or even a 5K, keep at it. You're probably experiencing new things already in your training. And just be confident and know that it's going to be an awesome time.
Yeah, we're very excited. But this is just a quick, fun video for you, just talking about things we're excited for.
Are you doing Wine and Dine? Are you excited? Share what you're excited about. Share any tips that you have or things that you always do during a race weekend, and we may steal it for ourselves.
Yeah, and let us know if you have any other questions about Run Disney races. Make sure to check out all of our other videos in our Run Disney 101 series, and if you think we're missing a topic, please, reach out, comment on any of our videos, or find us on Facebook, Instagram, all those places, and just let us know what you want to hear us talk about.
Yeah, we have now experienced all of the Walt Disney World weekends.
Yep.
And because we're both super nerds, we're pretty knowledgeable about the race weekends. So hit us up. We love talking about it, and we want to talk about what you guys want to hear about.
Yep. So thank you again so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe below, and also hit the little bell to get notifications, because that's also a thing that you have to do, and all of those other good things. But
do the things.
Thanks again. See you guys.